O'Mill, all of them got together, right? They couldn't bring bed blood on the show, so who? They found the woman they can bring on the show. Somebody that was sticking to Mel, because after all, Mel, you guys were not really divorced, she was in your marriage at home. And Melody told us that she didn't think that Martell, that Bedbug was the only lady that Martell dates. So, Bedbug, you say you are all of that, but look, Martell was dating other women as well. I don't care what y'all call it. It still was a date.
But filming, and even during the casting process, did Trisha ever reveal to you that, hey, I know Martell and I trained him once or tried to?
She definitely told me about knowing Martell. She didn't tell me about the training situation. But we have, we had dealt with Martell on a number of occasions before, So I told her, like, hey, is there anything that you need to let me know? Let me know that. And she did omit that she had trained him. So again, that's where, the disconnect was on that whole situation.
So he showed is trying to be nice. In other words, you've been in front of Martell's face with Trisha plenty of times. She still didn't have the decency to tell you, well, hey, I've been in his house. I know him more than just passing by.
But I mean, I can't. It's hard for me to kind of like dwell on it because it did happen before me. So that is not the issue. The omitting or the lying about it was the issue. Because going forward in our relationship, I need to know that you're going to tell me the truth about certain things or about everything. But again, it was a little mistake she made, and I'm not going to beat her on. I'm not going to keep getting on that.
So y'all, we do know about the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all, the Kirt scenery with his mistress. So is this what they trying to rehab on there? Do y'all remember when Kirt brought this girl in? This girl came on the scene. She was pregnant, and although there was a track record with Kirt having outside babies, she really didn't really want to believe it. But nevertheless, Kirt has an outside baby. But they did bring the mistress on TV. So I don't know whether Carlos produced that show or not. I don't know. But we're going to take a look at Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We're going to see how they're trying to blend all this in together. What Martell asked, they want the mistress to come on the show.
About it.
Because the thing is this, I've learned from relationships, right? Especially when it comes to men. Men do ask the ladies, like, look, if there's anybody you dealt with in the past, let me know so I won't be embarrassed. So obviously you didn't know until he's filming and you found out on camera for the first time. When the cameras went off, right, after we filmed that scene where she nervously told you through the skin of her teeth, literally, that she went over his house. Now, one thing I'm good at is understanding the difference between a gym and a house, right?
Right.
So when she told you that she couldn't remember where they met, right? What was that conversation like after we left the house filming? Were you upset? Did you leave for a few days?
No, during that moment, the only thing that I was like, baby, you know where you've been. Like nobody don't know where you've been. If I
look, Ken, just say, baby, you just a big liar. That's all, Trish. You're a liar, Trish. Liar, Trish.
Come across a woman in the store, and it's been years since I've seen her. I still know where I met her at, where I went with her, where we've been. There's not something I'm going to forget. So, yes, and then so I was like, hold on, there's got to be more to this story because you keep, it just don't sound right. It don't. It really.
And the audience too can, because she gave herself up the way she looked at Martel, the way she felt like Martel did not acknowledge her. So the audience, we as the viewers, said, "Hold on, wait a minute, what had happened between you and Martel?"
It's like, now we gotta have a more in-depth conversation about it. And at first it was nothing, and I didn't care. But now we gotta have a more in-depth conversation about it because things it's not adding up. But I wasn't in that moment during that time. I wasn't angry. It was confused. Needed a little more clarity on what was going on. And again, like I said, I wasn't going to be upset if something did happen because it was before me. I was going to be more or less upset about omitting the situation, omitting what happened, leaving out detail, and then allowing it to come out when, you could have told me and I would have been like, yeah, I know about it.
I just got one question, and please try not to take this the wrong way. I just want to know how you feel it. So if you feel like somebody was going to be on reality TV, and you know how reality TV is, I don't know if you did any research, and what people are going to do and say, how do you have so much confidence in this woman? Now, I don't know Trisha from Adam and, you know what I'm saying? But I do know men. For me, if a man started out the relationship or the reality TV show on it live, it's hard for me to gain that trust. How can you say, I know my woman, she doesn't sleep around? How do you know that? You don't know, do you? Really?
Yes, I do know. I've been with her. I've been with her since, from the time we got together. You know what I'm saying? Our conversation, our communication is like, we're always together. We spend more time together than apart. Like, we're literally always together. Our trips are we don't really separate from each other. Like, I think for me, I'm a security blanket for her. Like, so she always likes to stay attached. And during that, during this time, I've gained kind of like the same attachment. I can only go by what she tells me. Yes, she lied to me, but I know that this woman is not. I'm not going to take that lie and automatically make it, oh, she's sleeping around, she's cheating on me. That don't make sense. That's not really, a thing that I'm going to do. I'm not going to judge her based off one mistake, And this is one thing that I do want to clear, and it's not in no way, shape, form, or fashion in me being cocky, arrogant, conceited. I don't want this to be taken like that. But I am aware of who I am, the way I look, my success, the things I offer, and there is no woman in this world that can make me be dumb like this.
So we're looking at Dr. Hefner asking him all the right questions. Carlos is up there with this smirk on his face. But anyway, Love and Marriage Huntsville Family Empire, they said return August the 16th or 17th. Now, this Love and Marriage Family Empire, we still haven't gotten no kind of ratings for this show. Well, let's get back to Ken. Ken said that basically she lied to him. He was bombarded on that show. When he found out on the show that she and Martel had a deeper relationship than what she said.
And that just stems from her past relationship. A lot of this stuff that we go through is just trauma. It's just stuff that she's been through, things that she's seen, and she takes certain things that I do and make them be exactly what this other person was doing. And I'm like, nah, baby, that's not what I'm doing. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question for clarity. That's it. I'm not accusing you of anything.
So she has Trisha got an anger problem, y'all. Is he an abused husband, an abused boyfriend? If not so, from what I'm saying, verbally abused is nothing else.
It's my household. Nah, it just don't work like that for me. And I was trying to get it the night before. I was just explaining to Trisha, like, hey, when we get in these certain situations, if you want people to see you in a certain light, you want people to understand our situation, understand what we got going on. As your man, I'm trying to guide you and direct you in this situation. Am I saying that you don't know what you're doing? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is there's another way, there's a better way, there's an opportunity for you to get ahead of the situation yourself. She didn't understand that. Like, sometimes with Trisha, questions are automatically accusations. And that just stems from her past relationship. A lot of this stuff that we go through is just trauma. It's just stuff that she's been through, things that she's seen, and she takes certain things that I do and make them be exactly what this other person was doing. And I'm like, nah, baby, that's not.
So would trauma cause you to be a liar, Ken? Oh, okay. But you're explaining that she has an anger problem and she just blows up at you for no reason at all. That's what you're saying, Ken. Allegedly, and in my opinion.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question for clarity. That's it. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm not saying you did do it this way or that way. I'm just asking you to tell me exactly what it is. And Trisha has a hard time with that sometimes. And I tell her this too. I'm like, sometimes that can be looked at as deception. If you don't know how to communicate about certain things that are going on, and you seem a little like you don't want to talk about it all the time, somebody's gonna think you're lying, including me sometimes. So that's why I'm gonna ask you those questions so I can have the clarity, so I won't have this time to make up any ideas and assumptions for myself. That was the basis of the whole argument. And then when we went to do what we were supposed to do, she just went all off script. She just went all off to the left. Oh, Martel and Marquez, they live in this. I'm like, dude, I don't give a damn about them. Like, I don't talk about them like that. Like, I could care less about that. And when I asked her why she did it, she said she was mad at me. I was like, really?
She's mad at you?
Yeah, she was mad at me because of the night before. And I'm like, bro, you shouldn't have really even been mad at me for the night before, because I was just asking you, hey, what is this? Because this is what it looks like to me. So help me understand so I can see where you're coming from when you do things a certain way. And for Trisha, I was automatically accusing her of doing something. I'm like,
right.
To me, in my eyes, in the world's eyes, that's a guilty conscience. That's somebody who doesn't want to be held accountable for something that she's either hiding or that she's either done. And I'm like, if you keep acting and responding like that, you're only going to give people more reason to believe that you're sneaky, that you're lying, you're playing in my face, which I know is not that. You just don't know how to communicate.
No, I mean, from the audience, I don't know y'all from a can of paint, and a lot of people think I may have insight, and Carlos says inside. That's the way it looks to the audience,
No,
So,
sure.
let's get lighter, because I think we probably getting too deep. What about the DMs? Are a lot of women in your DMs?
I mean, I think for me and Trisha, a lot of people are in our DMs all the time. Like, it's always like that. Like, I don't, like,
How many weeks ago, Ken, since you've been on the show?
I ain't gonna lie, I've always had a lot. Like, every day, like, my DMs are like go crazy. If I could post a picture of gumdrops and people gonna be in my DMs. I will say a lot of people who watch the show, it's kind of weird.
So this is close as they're gonna get to try to bring another woman on the show to push Melody out. I think they're trying to rehash what Love and Hip Hop Atlanta had with Kirt and his mistress. So let's go back in time and see what happened when Kirt he lied to his wife now. So his wife loves Rashida. She loves her husband. She did not want to believe that this man was messing around on her again, that this man was bringing another baby in the house again. So this is how Ken is in his mind. Oh yeah, she lied. She lied to me about the relationship that she had with Martel, but I don't believe that Trish will ever do anything against me, like mess around. All right, Ken. But he said he is a breath of fresh air. He said, and anyway, despite it all, his favorite is Martel on the show. Because he said Martel keep it real. Them Scott's brother, he feel like they are messy. But Martel, what you see is what you get. So this is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's Jasmine right there, y'all. Let's just see what's going on. So this is Jasmine. Jasmine is prepared to expose Kirt. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't know if Carlos was the producer at this time, but seemed like this story right here was where they were trying to get it on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but see, Melody was a producer. She wasn't having it. She was no longer going to be taking care of her husband, mistress. Jasmine is the mistress to Kirt. So we do know by now that the DNA testing came back and it's his baby. So she's walking into a surprise. When she get in there, his wife is going to be there. Let's just see how they handle this. This story right here is what they've been trying to get on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but the fans was not having it. See, I don't know if Jasmine got all on the internet and bashed Rashida, but we do know that the fans was in an outrage of how Bedbug bashed the wife all the time. We wasn't having it. So no, she was not getting on that show, or else nobody was not going to watch it. But Jasmine made it to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So, you know, of course, Bedbug thinks she's supposed to be the star of that show on
me to meet him. It's at this.
So that's Kirt. There is Kirt, the cheater. The cheater to his heart. I mean, his wife is so beautiful. Oh, that girl is so beautiful. And Rashida is the only one tries to keep this marriage together. But my God, this is not the first time that Kirt done messed around on her. And I'm not too sure if he got another outside baby. But I know this one right here is Jasmine and Kirt had a baby.
Point, just pay what you're supposed to pay and be on your merry way. I'm very shocked to see Rashida here because.
So now Jasmine gets in there, she comes. They supposed to be talking about child support, really. And so Kirt invites her, but he didn't tell her that the wife was going to be there. My thing is, that's the right thing to do. You're not finna meet now another lady, not nobody you got a baby by, and y'all not finna be alone. I'm going with you. Whatever y'all got to discuss, y'all need to discuss in front of me. Now, if the relationship is over with, it's over with. I've forgiven it. I'm trying to work on my marriage. So you guys shouldn't be having no secret meetings. This is Kirt, his wife Rashida, and the mistress talking about the outside baby.
The last time I seen her, she told me that she would not be an Instagram parent. The bitch lied. Hello.
Jasmine, she don't have to be a parent to your child on Instagram, on YouTube, or in person. But Rashida, being the type of woman she is, has changed her mind. She decided to forgive her husband, so she says that, the baby is not to be punished because of what the adults did. Well, you can't blame her. You cannot blame her for feeling like that.
Rashida, hey, I haven't seen you in years.
I have not.
Good to see you.
Yes, ma'am. This is an awkward one for me.
He said this is an awkward moment for him. Yes, he got that little smirk on his face. Men they love to feel like that their manhood and their proudness is the it thing. Yeah, but Kirt, you could have, if this woman would have never forgave you, you would have been outside on the street. You would have lost your family. So I'm at this point, only people that's been trying to keep this family together is the wife. And I don't know if Kirt gonna ever quit cheating on Rashida, but right now they're discussing this outside baby and what kind of resolution they can have with Rashida included in it, which is the wife.
No husband really wants to call this type of meeting because it's incredibly awkward to kind of be in this position.
I've been kind of wanting to figure out a communication, it's a lot of stuff.
But it's the same stuff as before. Do you?
It's same stuff as before. That's why I titled that The Illusion of Dating a Married Man. The illusion of dating a married man is that most likely he's gonna leave his wife. Most likely you're gonna have all the things that he provided for his wife. Most likely you're that it girl and he desire and wants you more than he wants his wife. But if you can see what happened, that wife forgave him. He right back in the home with his wife. And where's that mistress at? Hoping that they can still have a relationship. Hoping that he will stop by to see his child.
Realize you didn't even attend Cannon's last birthday because where were you at?
That's the same party that I helped pay for and pay for the gifts, correct?
When we was in mediation.
Well, see, that's another thing. Yeah, because he's married, y'all. We want to say, Kurt, you got to do better than that. You claim that because you're paying for the gifts, buying the boy stuff and just sending it over there. In the mistress' mind, this still your child. You still have an obligation to be here personally. So you don't get that, Jasmine. That's the illusion of dating a married man. He's still married. You don't get those birthdays and holidays. You do not get those. No, ma'am. You got your place. You just the mistress. You just the back door chick.
Do you even remember what we agreed on? Yeah, you don't know because you don't.
I do know. I'm not.
So the agreement was that you get.
Well, what you agreed on? You can't agree on nothing without his wife. That's just all to it, young lady. Without the wife, you can't agree on nothing. So whatever y'all agree on is not even valid unless the wife okay it.
And in the third weekend of every month, do you do that?
No, we didn't really agree to that because the last
it's signed on paper.
This is what I just want to say. It's not good.
So now this relationship with Rashida and Jasmine and Kurt, I guess I can say I like it because they are trying to come with some kind of solution how to co-parent this outside child. And a lot of women will not do it. So Rashida, you're a good one because most women is not going to accept that outside child, even if they forgive that man. So look at her illusion she's making. That's what's the illusion of dating a married man. Though you got this baby by this man, you done made plans. You made plans, and what happened? He can't keep those plans because he's obligated to his wife.
Ever be exactly what you wanted to do. But
I get that now.
You're gonna never, ever, ever have to question or worry about is that boy getting the love and the same treatment as all the other kids when he's around. But I feel like y'all owe it to Cannon.
So Rashida is she's a very mature lady, right? You guys, very mature because she is willing to accept the baby. She's willing to, and when this baby comes to the home, he's going to be treated just like the rest of the kids. So this shows me, she says she hasn't seen Rashida in years. Kurt hasn't been around, so that poor child, he really not going to ever fit in. They're going to try to.
Child involved who needs all of that love.
You're not a victim.
Oh, that's right. Why these men always think that they're going to become a victim, much like Martel. Martel want to be a victim so bad. It's like, look at what Melody did to me. Melody loved me. Oh, my God. Yeah, Jasmine, I like that. You're not a victim.
No, it's not about a victim. This is what I get. It's my fault.
Yes, I messed up. But one thing you're not going to label me as a bad father. I take care of my kids and my grandkids.
One of the elephants in the room for real is like, what is going on now with the defect situation? A defect call, that's a problem.
Oh my God. I don't know the details behind that, but if defects involved with this child who called defects, what happened? What is going on? Oh Lord, you guys, y'all see so much similarity in this case with Bedbug. Bedbug had D-back call on her as well, you guys. So, but we do not know. I don't keep up with this enough to know what happened. The reason Jasmine had to have D-backs involved with this child.
Can get you in trouble. There's no excuses as a parent.
The case got dismissed. What I have a problem with is that this is our first time meeting, and maybe it's because of this defect situation. But why are you so concerned now?
I've always been concerned, and I've always.
Oh my God, Jasmine, she don't have to. She is really a great person. She really don't have to be concerned at all. It could be just your ish, not mine, because that's not her child. But again, I'm just gonna say it again. This woman right here is phenomenal, right? She is just a phenomenal wife and a mother. Rashida is trying so hard to keep her family together. And then, I know Melody did too. But Melody just had to go because the man when I stopped cheating. I don't know what's Rashida's boundaries. I don't know, but she really is strong. She's strong because this man constantly cheating on her.
I've never seen or heard from you.
You don't have to hear from me because Cannon knows what's up. That's
So
all
now
that
you
matters.
understand why it's a little weird now. But
you know it's not weird.
Because
Do y'all always notice that? Y'all see how he just, let's go back to Kirk. If I get Kirk.
With the defect situation. A defect call, that's a problem. That can get you in trouble. There's no excuses as a parent.
the case got dismissed.
Okay, so look at Kirk. He just sit there. And women always do that. The man is the one that causing all this drama. But when it comes face to face, he don't get attacked. It's the two women be at each other's throat and the man just sit there and look. He's able to get off the hook because the women, they're hating on each other. But anyway, you guys, this is it. This is it. Kirk, Rashida, and Jasmine, all three of them are on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and then this is what Carlos tried to do with us. What Love and Marriage Huntsville bring Martel Mistress on the show. But it backfired on Martel, it backfired on his mistress, because one of the producers on the show of Love and Marriage Hip Hop, Melody, is one of the producers on the show. She said no. I'm no longer going to take care of you. I'm not putting no money in my husband, mistress pocket anymore. All right, Kirk, get it together.
What I have a problem with is that this is our first time meeting, and maybe it's because of this defect situation. But why are you so concerned now?
I've always been